Hello Sagittarius and welcome to the Green Woman Tarot. This is your reading for the next 2 weeks, which is from the 8th to, which is from the 4th to the 18th of October 2021. So that's the 4th to the 18th of October. And it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we delve into the tarot reading, I need to consult the oracle. And this is a compendium of witches oracle that I'm using today to draw a couple of cards from, just to start your reading off with. So let's see, what words of wisdom does the mysterious oracle have for Sagittarius for the 4th to the 18th of October 2021. What messages are here for Sagittarius for the next 2 weeks? What does Sagittarius need to know at this time? Take that card and that card, and let's see what you get. Ooh, teeth. Okay, and the explorer. Okay, so teeth denotes aggression, a dispute. Sort of suggests, as an oracle card, perhaps you need to brace yourself for some aggravation. And ask yourself whether you need to indulge in this as well, whether you need to step away from that. So you've got teeth and the explorer, which is lovely. This is about expanding your horizons, moving out from your comfort zone and going forth, going to explore. She takes with her this crow. It speaks of guidance, wisdom, a connection with spirit, and a readiness to move on, to it's really about going outside of your comfort zone, and from that you may gain wisdom, experience, knowledge. And sometimes that path we take to gain more experience and knowledge is often uncomfortable, it's often difficult, it's tiring. But there you have the explorer and teeth. So let's see where the rest of the reading goes. So let's see what's on the cards for Sagittarius for the 4th to the 18th of October 2021. What messages are here for Sagittarius for the next 2 weeks? What does Sagittarius need to know at this time? So today I'm using the Llewellyn Tarot, and I'll be putting down a 5-card spread for you, Sagittarius. The first card depicting you in your current situation. The second card showing what brings you to where you are. The third card highlighting the challenges that you face at this time. The fourth card offering you some guidance from divine energies as you move towards the fifth card, which may reveal your possible outcome to this time period. So let's see what you get. 7 of Pentacles, where you are. The Tower, which fits nicely with the teeth. And the 7 of Wands is your challenge. Your guidance is the 8 of Wands and the 5 of Wands. The teeth really do fit, actually, with your reading. And then you've got the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, guided mentorship, guidance, mentorship, assistance in learning, and perhaps even learning through a structural, institutionalized sort of way. Although this deck is very sort of, very Celtic, so it doesn't speak loudly of institution, but it's sort of certainly allowing a mentor to guide you through this. So I get a sense of the importance in this, in finding that person who can give you that guidance and those words of wisdom. The Tower here, where you come from, this suggests a disruptive force, an outside force that may have torn down things for you to some extent, or to a large extent, sort of a certain time or action of disarray and breaking down of old formal structures. It's sort of often very unwelcoming, it's frightening, it's not pleasant at the time, but what it does is it exposes things that aren't strong, the things that you may have thought, this tower may have been something that, a situation that you have been ensconced in, where you felt protected and sure, but with careless or outside, sort of a moment of epiphany, it's torn down, the truth is revealed, and it's sort of, the cracks begin to show, the instability is apparent, and despite the storminess of the situation, once that storm subsides and is past, what's left is a clean slate. It allows you to build again. This disruption sort of brings you to a point of sort of considering how far you've come, what you've built up. Reflection. It brings you to a point of reflection where you see that actually, although you may be surrounded or sort of have come from a time of disruption and aggression, you actually have something stable and secure and solid that you've built up with your dedication, your focus, your effort. And this is a time for you to reflect on that now, and sort of be aware that you can allow that to grow. So although there may be some sense of loss here, there's also a sense of retaining something of value, something that is a result of your hard work and dedication that hasn't come to fruition yet, not yet, but it promises to eventually yield a fruitful bounty of stability, security, and abundance. But your challenge is to stand your ground, to stick with this despite the disruption. It sort of shows again meeting with challenges, and again sort of aggression here. As a challenge card, the Seven of Wands sort of shows that although you may be faced with a lot of difficulties right now, a lot of disruption and a lot of turbulent emotions, perhaps a lot of competition and challenges, you are on higher ground. You have that stability and will remain standing. You'll be able to fend that off. So your challenge is to realize that and to stand your ground. And your guidance sort of shows movement. The Eight of Wands is about these barriers being released, being removed, and forward unimpeded motion can occur. So don't worry, this is very assuring. Things move forward, even though you may feel there's not much left after a disruption, and you may feel that you sort of stuck somewhere, standing your ground. Those barriers are removed, and there's sort of a burst of unimpeded action. And this, as a guidance card, you can also take from this an urge to communicate clearly. The Eight of Wands also depicts communication across distances, across barriers, across, so it's breaking down the barriers in order to communicate clearly. And if you're able to do that, you can move forward to more competition and challenges, but these are ones that are more friendly. These are ones that can be overcome. The Five of Wands does show a misalignment of energies, of wills, of desires and passions, whether that's an internal misalignment or more disruption from the outside. It also sort of shows that it's possible to find a way, find a solution and find a way to work through this and make those strong wills pull together in order to create something. So there's a potential for expansion as you move on, but it's still minor challenges, whereas these are more disruptive and more aggressive. This one is more sparring, it's more playful. So I think clear communication dissipates the aggression, and although the competition is still there, it's more manageable, it's more playful. And there they have the plans on the ground, and they're obviously trying to build something together, even though their efforts may not be aligned. They perhaps need to tap into the Hierophant and do things in a traditional and guided manner. So there's your explorer, I think, sort of comes in towards the end of your reading, having torn something down or having had something tear down. It's sort of allowing you to expand your horizons, move out away from that tower that you were ensconced in, and set about for new adventures. And leave that aggression behind you and rather find a more playful and manageable environment or group of people to work with. So it does sort of, I get a sense you're moving on from something after a difficult time, but you have within you, something very stable and secure that you carry with you. And that's sort of linked with traditional teachings and wise words of encouragement that you can get from someone who can mentor you through this. So it's quite challenging, but it's moving on from difficulty, moving on from aggression and overcoming it as well, and feeling that sense of things moving in the right direction as you expand outwards. So there you have it, Sagittarius. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonates with you. And if so, please remember to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons, and then have a good 2 weeks and God bless you till we meet again.